This place is awfully quiet for a siege palace.
Such a huge place is spooky without all those people here.
They're probably waiting to ambush us.
With so few Renans here, I guess this is what it's like when the Danans are expelled and the ruling minority are all that's left. My money's on them using Zeugles to even the odds.
I don't even see any Danan guardsmen.
The fact that they're not at their stations tells me they really have been driven out. We all swore an oath of loyalty to Lord Dohalim. My fellow guards wouldn't abandon their post lightly.
Speaking of which, where the heck is he?
How could this be happening?
Any idea where we should go in the main building?
Let's try the Lord's chamber.
Worth a shot.
Hey Law, you can bust that wall open, can't you?
Well, let's give it a try and find out!
You sure about that? From what I hear, that thing can stop even a cannonball.
On second thought, let's see if there's a release mechanism.
An opponent like this should be easy. Fight me one, eh? You're mine! It's over!
No shield can stand it!
Astral energy! Full throttle!
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
Gotta break through! Here I come! You're finished!
They really don't give up, do they?
We're not finished!
Lightning condensed!
Here I come! You're mine!
Then I'll split it open!
Be my guest.
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
No backing down!
You're mine!
It's over! A showdown between blade and fist!
Corruption! Lunar!
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
Get lost!
Engaging! Fire in the hole! Fire support! Mission! Punch that gun out of your hand!
Now! Lost! Get toasty!
Bird strike!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Is that some kind of note the rebels left?
Hey, it mentions the release mechanism we're looking for. But
This isn't enough to go on.
So let me ask you something, Rinwell.
right.
Well, duh. Those... Not that owls are any better. Ow! Ow!
Hoodle's pretty cute, I'll admit. But
Huh? Who? Me? I like them both. Nothing. I didn't say anything. Either way, the more...
is it because Renan's only used...
Yeah, that could be the reason.
Hey, can you guys quit standing around and get him to leave me alone?
I won't forgive you!
This one's all mine! Try harder! No chance! I won't show you any mercy! Now you'll learn!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
I won't forgive you!
Bring them down! Fire support! I'm going in!
Barely a blip on our radar. I won't forgive you!
Lightning down! Thunderbolt!
It's over! Here I come!
Do it! Raging cascade!
I'm the true gun.
Strike!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Look! Another note from the rebels.
If we combine it with the note we found before, then there should be a key inside a cabinet in the office.
Great. Let's see if we can find it.
No backing down!
I see one, eh?
Fire support! Take my revenge on you! Lightning!
It's almost over.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood. What's this thing?
We have...
Don't you think... Forget it. It's not...
Yes.
Are you going to... Of course.
I won't forgive you!
Take this! I'm not done!
Astral energy!
You'll have no mercy!
It's over!
Thunderblade!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Hi, Hoodle!
Take this!
You'll pay for what you did!
It's over! Take this!
Barely a blip on our radar.
Little help!
Take this!
You think that shield will save you?
Take this! I see one, eh?
Smash you!
Got flyers!
Unstop it! Let him marksman handle it!
Split it up!
All yours! Be my guest!
Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
I've got a really bad feeling about this!
Strike!
Lightning blade!
This one's mine!
You're mine! You're finished! You're mine!
Lunar corruption! Do it!
over!
Dance in the wind! Dance in the wind! Reload!
You're mine! You're finished! You're mine! You're mine!
Lunar corruption! Do it! Dance in the wind! 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 Dance in the wind!
what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
I think this is a key to the noble room of the castle.
A noble what?
The room at the northern end of this floor. Maybe the release mechanism is in there. Even if Danans and Renans aren't on completely equal footing here, both sides still cared about each other. And now we have to fight some of those same Renans inside the palace.
Don't forget, we're here fighting to keep what makes this realm so special alive. Don't lose hope, Kisara.
Right.
Right.
Looks like some solid equipment.
Choice. I see one, eh? You're finished. I'll walk you through. You're finished. Fall back. Take this. Fire support. Take down their defenses. Hold my lord. I'm not done. Done. It's almost too strong.
Split it open!
Be my guest.
Burning strike!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Backing down!
You got spirit!
Feel!
Take this! It's
Over the stop time!
I'm not done!
Burning strike!
Strike!
More where that came from!
Here I go! You're finished! Take this!
I'll be ready for this one!
Strike!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion. Right, here goes! Bring him on! Right! Eat this! I'll rip it! You're finished!
Hands in the wind!
Take this! It's over! Here I come! It's over! Fort! Ignition! You're finished! Looks like we won. Onward and upward.
Go no further!
Whirlwind Smash! You're finished! Here I come! Roll away! It's over! Here I come!
Blazing Cascade!
It's almost too strong. Be my guest.
Demon's Descent!
Flashing Fang!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
It'll be a breeze.
Here I
Get
go.
in, get out.
It's over!
Dragon Fire support!
You're finished! I'm on you! I'm not done! It's over! I'm not done! Here I go! You're finished!
Demon's Descent!
Flashing Fang!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Did that finally get rid of the wall?
To think they would hide it in Lord Dohalim's personal quarters. The nerve of these people.
They won't get away with it for much longer.
That's right. We have to hurry to the Lord's chamber. Let's go!
Well, well, if it isn't the slaves and the traitor. I don't remember giving you permission to enter the palace.
So it's true. You really are the one behind all this, Kelzelik.
I don't remember giving you permission to speak either. Know your place, slave!
Now we see his true colors.
Yeah, a despicable excuse for a human being. Though really, I guess that makes him pretty ordinary, huh?
Kelzelik, you were Lord Dohalim's most trusted advisor. His closest ally. Why would you betray him?
Don't be a fool! I didn't serve him because I wanted to. I expect a mere slave wouldn't know, but there are many powerful contenders for the position of Lord. A contest of strength determines the one who will be Lord and undisputed ruler of a realm. There is no choice in the selection. If my master had any ambitions of becoming the sovereign, I would have gladly served him.
But he had no intention of fighting for the crown.
Indeed. Can you slaves even imagine how that looked to the rest of us? Enduring the whims of an ambitionless lord, all we could do was wait for the end as we suffered through our humiliation.
You want suffering? Try being Danon for a day.
So you plotted against Lord Dohalim in secret. And when my brother found out...
And I would do it all again if it meant returning Menancia to its rightful state! A realm where Danans are slaves and Renans their masters. It's the natural order.
Enough! Who are you to decide what is natural or rightful, traitor? Miguel, my brother, he dreamed of building a world free of suffering. He gave his life for that dream. And all you've managed to build is a lake of death! You killed my brother. And now you'll die for it! My brother's dead because of you!
Why should I concern myself with the passing of one pathetic slave?
Have you no shame?
Careful! It has some kind of camouflage.
Hit a word! Burn out a roll now!
Here I come! It's over!
Big blast!
Here I come! Strike!
Searing flame! Reload!
All good things come to an end.
Hear me!
No escape!
Lightning condensed!
You're mine!
Reload!
It vanished again?
Listen carefully and keep your eyes peeled.
Raging cascade!
I'll tear you apart!
Far enough! Alright, it's down!
Take it! It's over!
Now I'm in the take this!
For the fray!
Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
You're mine! You're finished! Take this! It's over!
Smash you!
Lightning condensed!
Take this!
Thunderblast!
Right! You're mine! You're finished!
I'm ready!
Here comes something big!
Try to dodge!
I'll start this charge!
Thanks, Kisara!
First strike!
Here I go!
Take this! It's over!
Burning! Dream!
Strike! You picked the wrong fight! It's
I'm
over!
almost impressed! My friend's coming from you. I said almost. Don't get carried away.
Astral Arts?
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Here!
Take this!
Law! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
You filthy slaves are despicable!
Your dreams of attaining lordship are no more. Give up, Kelzelik.
Attaining lordship! Ridiculous! Only those who possess a master core can become a lord. What, did you think just anyone could do it?
But then, what were you trying to accomplish with this? Didn't you betray your lord?
Yes, that's true. However, there are other lords.
Other lords? So you mean...
At last, the truth is revealed.
Dohalim, where have you been this whole time?
Cleaning up. Kelzelik, you've made your last of these.
The fruit of Helgen?
It can't be. You found my production facility?
Correct. And I tore it down. But something still troubles me. It's clear that this is no ordinary fruit. Nor was the equipment used to grow it. You couldn't have done all this without outside assistance. Indeed, something like this must have come from another realm. Tsar, perhaps?
You actually expect me to talk now? At this point, the contest for the crown will be over soon enough, and you will finally receive the punishment you deserve for your weakness.
I've already received my punishment. May this be my final act as the Lord of Elder Menancia. Go. To Mahak Sar, Ganeth Haros, wherever you think you'll find a suitable lord.
Are you alright with this? He killed your brother after all.
He did. But then I thought, he's nothing more than one common, ordinary Renan. He's not worthy of my time or my anger, right?
So after everything, was the dream of coexisting just a dream?
What is that?
Those are the cheers of the brave Danans who overpowered Kelzelik's forces.
Wait, they challenged the Renans?
Indeed. A militia made up of Danan guardsmen, Renan supporters, and of course, the Gold Dust Cats.
Do we have you to thank for bringing them all together?
Regardless of what your original motivations were, your dream of coexistence saved countless lives. And now, those people out there are fighting to keep that dream alive. That's something real.
Be that as it may, they do so now by their own hands. These people no longer need any lord.
Where are you going?
To put an end to the crown contest. So long as its madness persists, peace will remain ever out of reach. I cannot allow it to continue.
The crown contest impacts far more than just the Danans. You're choosing to fight Lenegis and the entire Empire.
I am well aware. However, if I wish to keep this dream from dying, then I have little choice in the matter. Besides, it's the least I can do.
So you're gonna go out there and make that dream real on your own?
You may be decided on your path, but that doesn't make it any less difficult.
Why not walk that road with us?
Pardon?
You heard me. We're fighting to liberate the Danans. You're fighting for the people of this realm. I'd say we're on the same path, really. It would only make sense for us to walk it together.
Danan dissidents, side by side with a Renan lord? Not the least intriguing invitation I've received. An invitation which would only be proper courtesy for me to accept.
I'll take that as a yes.
Hey, where'd Kisara go? I don't see her anywhere.
Maybe she just needed some time alone. A lot's happened.
That makes sense. She did just lose her brother after all.
We ought to keep moving as well. So long as there are lords who draw breath, we have a mission to complete. Kisara's a big girl. I'm sure she can handle herself. We should hurry on ahead to our next destination.
I guess you're right. And it is a lot safer here than it was. What do you think, Dohalim?
I am not sure I have the right to say anything as far as Kisara is concerned.
Fair enough. Well, I, for one, would like to say goodbye if we get a chance. Let's keep an eye out for her as we leave.
What's Kisara going to do now?
I'm sure it's complicated for her.
You all arrived here from Cislodia, yes? In that case, you should depart via the south gate, rather than the one you arrived through.
After all that, Kisara never came back to see us.
I'm surprised she slipped away without us noticing. Where would she even go? I hope this place survives. You think the Danans and Renans have a chance of getting along? We didn't really do much to change things around here, did we?
This realm had its own walls to overcome. And in the end, it was the people themselves who decided to break them down, without any help from us. I hope they keep going, I really do.
Yeah, well, if you say so, I guess. Huh?
All right. I leave command of the Gold Dust Cats in your hands.
You've got nothing to worry about, Kisara. I'll do your brother proud.
Looks like it's time to go. Take good care of Zare for me. All right, Lagiel?
You've got it. Stay safe, Kisara.
Did you come to say goodbye?
Actually, I was wondering if you could use another companion.
Huh?
Well, we certainly don't mind you coming along. We just figured you'd stay behind and help rebuild. These people could use you.
I thought much the same thing. However, in the end, something changed my mind. Ever since Miguel died, I've been thinking a lot. About where I went wrong, what I should have done differently. You know, that sort of thing. It's true that our dream of coexistence saved many Danan lives, but we were naive and short-sighted. I was so wrapped up in my idea of how things should be that I didn't see the problems that existed right in front of us. I thought we had been given a utopia, and so I never bothered to look too far past its surface. I chose to be ignorant. And because of that, because of me, my brother...
Miguel's death wasn't your fault, Kisara.
Perhaps you're right. But in the end, it was me he entrusted this dream to. I learned that nothing in this life is free, or gained without sacrifice. Now that I know that, I'll just have to figure out what else I don't know.
So, decided to join us?
I have. And hopefully I can continue to protect Elda Menancia from outside the dream world, for the sake of those still inside.
And here I thought you joined for an opportunity on my life.
In all honesty, I'm grateful to you. I truly am. I don't blame you for what happened. But I must also leave your service. No longer will I be defined by protecting a Renan lord. From now on, when I fight to protect my dream. All I ask is that you do your part, that you fight alongside me, not just for those who used to believe in your dream, but for those that still do. Dohalim.
I understand. I'm no longer a lord anyway.
Well, this crew just gets bigger and bigger. All right, where to, team?
We make for Mahag Sar, the Valley of the Four Winds.
of your friends, Hootle?
Mahag Sar. That makes 4 out of the 5 realms that I've visited now.
I wonder what kind of lord we're gonna find there.
It doesn't matter. They try to get in our way. We'll take them down and that'll be that.
Little help!
Run! Here it comes! You're finished!
Talon,
You're mine! It's over!
Gemini
Here I come! You're finished!
You gotta just...
all aboard the victory train!
Overconfidence can bite you in the butt.
Right, here goes! Here I come! You're finished! Here I come!
Let's give it a whirl!
Nicely done, Xion.
You're slacking. Step it up.
Yeah. You got it. Here I come!
Talon
It's over!
Lightning orb!
Over so soon?
Let's dispose of the trash.
It's over!
They're surrounding us!
Eat
this! Lunar
It's
Cruiser!
over.
Here goes!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say? Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
A fish! You saw it.
I didn't realize there was a pond here.
Yeah, this is Taka Pond. And it happened to have saved my life once upon a time.
What do you mean?
As a kid, I survived life under the past lords by escaping here when I needed to. It's terrible to swim in, but great for catching a bite for dinner away from Ren and eyes. Bear in mind, our rations back then weren't enough to live off of. You had to take matters into your own hands if you wanted enough food to survive.
But how did you catch them? With your bare hands?
That might take a while. Fish are prone to swim away at the first sign of trouble. I'd put bait or a lure on a line and you must not be familiar with... Now where might those fish be? Not my lucky day, I guess. Nothing's biting. Hup. Nothing's biting. All right. Dagnabbit! It got away. Nothing's biting. Not my lucky day, I guess. There we go. That's not a fish I see often.
Wow, what an awesome fish you caught!
All right, once more from the top. Ha! Not my lucky day, I guess. Nothing's biting. There we go. Anybody could reel in that.
Not too shabby, friend.
Not my lucky day, I guess. Looks like I lost it. Not my lucky day, I guess. Yeah! All right. Dagnabbit! It got away. There we go. Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
Nice! You caught it!
Ha! All right. Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
Guess it's important to stay calm.
And that's all there is to it.
Wow. It seems like you need to have good reflexes to catch anything. I don't know if it's really for me. Kisara? I think I've seen enough.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm just in my own little world when I go fishing.
Looks like we're going to be here for a while.
That's how fishing goes. You wait for a bite, and then the real battle begins. Miguel told me that different fish live in different regions, and you have to pick the right rod and lure for what you're hoping to catch.
But that doesn't change the fact it's a giant time sink.
Of course, each fish has its own unique flavor, too. And some of them are supposed to be extremely delicious.
When you put it like that, maybe it's worth me trying my hand at fishing after all.
You're just in it for the food.
I was hoping we'd get to fish during our travels. And it just so happens I made sure to grab my brother's old rod before So, if you ever feel like fishing when we've got a little downtime...
Good to hear. Thanks for showing us. Okay!
I'm always amazed what healing arts can do.
Hey. Is it just me, or have those two barely spoken a single word to one another?
I know, right? But after everything that happened with Miguel, is it really any wonder?
Kinda puts a damper on the whole journey though, huh?
If it bothers you that much, why don't you...
Why do I have to ask?
How come you walk together like that?
She really doesn't beat around the bush.
You mean Kisara and myself?
You hadn't noticed? You've been practically joined at the hip ever since we left Vicente.
I guess it's force of habit, most likely. I was always ready to protect him, should the need arise. It sort of came with the job description.
Right. From being in the Elder Menancia Guard. Although, Dohalim's pretty capable of defending himself, isn't he?
Having guards doesn't necessarily mean the one being guarded is weak. No one's perfect all the time.
Even so, it's not like they're entirely wrong, Kisara. You're no longer in my employ, after all.
I don't know. I mean, if it's what she's used to and you're both comfortable with it, then who are we to judge?
But she doesn't serve him anymore. It isn't normal for her to keep following him around like she still does.
You know, she's probably right. And a lot has changed over the last few days. Perhaps I'll give it some thought after all.
Of course.
You might want to stop asking his permission for every little thing while you're...
Sorry. It's not that easy, shaking off old habits.
Hey, that looks pretty good. Good.
Why are you looking at me like that?
That armor you wear is standard issue for the Menancian Guard, right?
Originally,
Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while? You worried about what's going on with...
What makes you think that?
Well, you were speaking to Kisara earlier.
It's rude to listen in on others,
Sorry. I didn't hear what you two were actually talking about, though.
I am but a former lord who has abandoned his post. Yet Kisara still seeks out my opinions, knowing
Couldn't it be precisely because you're not...
I hadn't considered that possibility.
It's funny what you miss sometimes.
Hardly uncommon among artistic types such as my...
But even so, you still took your job as lord seriously.
Certainly, I learned to perform my functions. However, I was less interested in ruling. Of course, such a mentality in the end led only to sickening pain and death taking place elsewhere out of sight. I pretended not to see or hear.
But you're making amends.
I would like to think so. The path ahead is dark, yet I still walk on. We'd best get ready for tomorrow. Shall we get moving? Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Out of our way!
It's over! It's over! Take this! You're mine!
Now I'm in the blind free!
Turn the tables on them. Shia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
It's over!
Sleep now!
I'm not done!
Get on in there with the others!
No, do it!
Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Those bombs of yours are amazing!
Who needs a gun when you can send them flying?
All right.
There's nowhere to run from my arse!
When he slows down, that's our chance!
He's like trying to keep up with the wall!
Take this!
Eagle fly!
Take this! Try harder! Now! You're mine!
Eat this! No further!
Dance in the
Now
wind!
I'm in the groove!
Air thrust!
Take this!
It's hurricane! Do it! Eagle fly!
Look sharp!
Lightning tiger blade! See that?
That training's paying off!
Take it! Let's get you up!
Got some interesting moves there, Dohalim. I'm glad you're on our side.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all. Huh?
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather unusual objects.
What, you mean that pile of garbage?
No mere garbage, I assure you. Still, I've never seen anything shaped like it before. I'm intrigued.
Are you curious about this stuff, Rinwell?
Yeah. I think he might have found some old Danon relics. They look like the remains of a bunch of objects that disappeared after the Renans first invaded.
And yet here I am,
Not really, just
Are you interested in this stuff too?
charmed may be a better turn of phrase. I simply love objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking. You see, we Renans have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant past.
I still don't understand what you two find so intriguing about.
why not? We're talking about our own culture here.
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it?
Oh, but it does. Holding it in your hands like this, one can feel and engage with the distant past in a way no history book can ever accomplish.
I'll take your word for it. Well, seeing as it's Danon history.
But of course, treasure. What a sweet-sounding ring it has.
You really think so?
Visibility along this path will remain limited for some time. Take care not to get ambushed.
I'm surprised you know the terrain here so well. Lords don't strike me as having much time for wandering in the woods.
Sometimes I would take strolls along here when I wished to be alone.
You always did have a bad habit of disappearing without telling
Go no further!
One more! Glimmer right!
Get on in there! I'm so good with airborne parties.
It's over!
Air thrust!
Pesky airborne
I
scoundrel.
guess you had sounds like a job for you. Truly.
Lies unstoppable!
Shame you're not like that all the time.
The heavens must be smiling.
Go no further!
It's over!
Sleep now. It's a duel of the odds. Here I go.
We are freaking invincible!
Nothing and the others are truly unapproachable.
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
See that?
That training's paying off!
In here.
Prepare to be sealed. Actually, perhaps bound is more appropriate.
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this. It's so hilly around here. I can feel my feet getting blisters.
That's mountain hiking for you. It can be pretty tough if you're not used to these sorts of trails.
I take it you're comfortable with them then? Little help!
Take this!
One more! Here I come!
You're finished!
Here I come!
You're mine!
You're surrounding us! Lightning already!
You're finished!
I'll smash you!
Leave the enemy's arcs to me. This one's mine.
No complaints here! Eat that!
Crush!
Do it! I'll tear you apart!
Take this!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Let's dispose of the trash.
It's over! Take this! You're mine! It's over! Take this! Take this!
Sleep now.
It's over!
This will come in
Here I
handy.
come!
Measure
You're
it.
finished!
This one's mine. Let's get you up.
Take this!
Over so soon?
Hi, Hoodle.
No escape! You're mine!
Wait, astral energy.
Take this! Here I come! Come on, come on!
We're in the home stretch, guys. What she said.
It's over!
Eyes on the prize!
That focus goes double for you, Law.
Me? How come I get to that? I'm on it!
Your power is a spectacle to behold. I'm not trying to be dramatic.
Too fast!
No,
Stand
it's
back.
a part of you.
I'll trip it up.
In a bind?
Lightning condense! Thunderblow!
He's in!
It's over!
By the power of water!
It's over!
Here's the lightning condense! Do it! Thunderblow! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble! My fists are crushing it out there!
That equipment should come in handy.
More Danon ruins here too, I see.
What were people even thinking back then? Trying to build anything around here.
Maybe they just had...
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out. Eat this!
Now! I guess you had to do this now and again.
Told ya! Lies,
Shame you're not like that all the time.
It's over!
This will come in handy.
You require a hand.
Lightning is done!
First strike! Take it! It's over!
I'm practically unstoppable.
Go no further!
You're mine! You're finished! I'm not done! You're mine! It's over! Take this! It's over!
We are freaking invincible!
Mountain and the others truly are strong. What about me? Astral energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done.
I'm on it! Take this!
Thunderblade!
Well then, let's keep moving.
I sure have built up a sweat with this hike.
Rest assured, we have reached the top. It's all downhill from here, quite literally.
So Mahag Sar's just up ahead then?
Indeed. If you look, across this mountain,
Gotta break through! Take this! You're finished! I'm on it! Take this! You're finished! Here I go!
Now! Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Right, next one!
Already on!
Take this!
Here
I come!
Talon Storm!
What's this place here? Some kind of old house?
I don't know about that. If I had to guess, it probably served as some kind of shrine.
So still a house, in a sense. Just for a god.
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Right, here goes! I'm not done! You're mine! You're finished! Okay!
In a vine?
I'm surrounded! Take this!
Lightning orb!
It's over!
Well, someone seems in tip-top form.
Nothing new about
That's
that.
like you!
And still as humble as
Shut him
ever.
down! I'm not done! Okay!
Hey! Blow them away!
This is barely target practice.
Then why bother fighting them?
Because I certainly won't run away from a battle.
It's on!
You're mine! It's over! You're finished! Take this! It's over! You're mine! You're finished! Take this! It's over!
Talon Hurricane!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out. Hey, when did I get so far enough? Now or never. We are freaking invincible!
Ethan and the others truly are strong.
What about me?
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that. Shut up, Law. I'm trying to focus.
Any injuries?
Through these lands most verdant green, my eyes alight for sights unseen. In Menancia, pure and pristine.
What is it you see exactly?
That's not for me to say.
Forgive you!
Here I come! It's over! You're finished!
Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang! Easy!
Way to go!
One more!
You're finished!
Take this!
Now!
Hey!
Blow them away! My turn!
First strike!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Go no further!
Take this!
In a bind?
Sleep now.
Take this! It's over!
Now you see what I can. I'll finish you here and now!
Take this!
You make quick work of here!
Want me to pick up your slack then?
Just pointing it out. My fists are crushing it out there!
Gotta break through! Here I come! You're finished!
Comrades in arms.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
See that?
That training's paying off!
Dragon Shell!
I'm not done!
Hear me!
That was a nice move there.
I know, right? Bet you couldn't do it.
So it's a grab here, thrust the left leg, then use the right arm to leverage over...
Stop memorizing my... My move!
Still thinking about how to act around Dohalim?
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. For as long as I can remember, I've spent my life protecting others.
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give...
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Eldomenencia of its enemies and search for wisdom in the outside world. I'm grateful to you all for letting me tag along.
What are you talking about?
Is it though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Oops, sorry about that.
Now that you mention it,
What do you mean, what do we do?
eating what you like can be good for morale in the
Does that mean eating vegetables too?
Isn't that obvious?
It does. Which I guess hasn't been happening up till now.
Yeah, to be honest, we could be eating better than we do.
Understood. In that case, I'll just have to make sure you're all staying healthy and eating right myself. Fortunately, I happen to know a thing or two about cooking as well.
You hear that, Law? Sounds like you'll be eating your greens after all.
What is it?
No, sorry, it's just... I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on all that.
It will do her good to have a project.
No, not Kisara.
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan, leaving everything to someone else.
Rinwell, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured I have no intention of shirking my responsibilities.
I'm sure no one doubts that.
I wouldn't get your expectations too high in that regard.
Hey, let's stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahag Sar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already. I need a break, so we're taking one.
I don't need you fretting over me.
Fretting? Hey, it's not like I'm... Been looking for you. For me? Why?
He's tough.
Who are you? Said you were looking for me. Why? Beautiful, precious life. What the? That is all I desire. Then why are we fighting? Who even are you? Take this! It's over!
Water!
Easter! Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down.
Armor won't save you!
Shield. Into the shadows.
Where are you going?
Take this! First strike! Take this! Here I come!
dare you
Who the hell are you? Bastard!
This guy's not normal.
This is unbelievable.
You mean he even surpasses a lord? This is the first strike.
It's over! You're mine! It's over! No escape!
Dragon shell!
Here I come! You're finished!
Enjoy.
It's over here! Here I come! It's over! Take this! Curse the law! Take this!
More without his progress. Wait, he's just
Here I come!
That's freaking done!
by the power of
Ignite! Take this!
lightning and death.
Is that all that you've got? Very well. Then die. A wretch like you? Next time. Xion, wake up, please!
Alphen?
Xion!
Thanks, but you're kinda crushing me.
Sorry.
It's okay. And so am I. It's not as bad as it looks.
not bad. That's... Shion, we thought you were...
I'm fine. Really.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides, Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
But I didn't... Look, I'm just glad that you're...
Alphen?
Sorry.
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Rinwell has a good point. We need to go. Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not. It's just...
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine. Really.
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shion was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
A light? I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other things at the time.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Dahnan astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
He wouldn't know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. Forgive me. We've almost reached Niez, the capital of Mahag Saar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shion to rest.
Hey. Are we in the right place? This place looks like a mess.
Yes, this is Niez, the capital of Mahag Saar.
I don't see any signs of people. And the buildings.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like the kind of place people would actually live.
No soldiers, no Dahnans, not a soul to be seen. Yet look at these facades. This is clearly a Renan district.
Hey, check out that drawing on the castle gate. That's the Darkwing's crest. It's from an old Dahnan legend about a hero who defeated an evil king with a torch and their trusty owl.
Really? First time I'm hearing it.
It must mean the Renans have lost control of the city.
Are you suggesting the Dahnans rose up and defeated the Lord here?
Let's look around and see if we can find someone. This is horrible.
Is there truly no one here?